of the sign language. So in this video, we're going to learn all of the different signs that we're going to be doing. But we're only going to be doing the first part of the chorus. So from measures 1 through 13. The second part of the chorus has all the same motions but in different rhythms. So I'm hoping to make another recording for that one that will show in more detail what I want each of you to be doing for your different rhythms with the signs. But for now I have on the board written down each of the lines. So line 1, ain't no grave can hold me down, can hold my body down. Well, that's what both parts will be saying, So, ladies, you'll be doing ain't no grave can hold my body down. Gentlemen, you'll be doing ain't no grave can hold me down. Line 2, ain't no grave can keep us in our underground. Ain't no grave can keep me underground, for the basses. I will listen to the trumpet sound. And then line 4 again, ain't no grave can hold my body down, or ain't no grave can hold me down. I'm also hoping to make this video in both like normal, whatever it is when you first record, I guess, or like how I do it, and then also put the video through my laptop and flip it so that it's also mirrored. So instead of it being opposite for you guys, it'll be the same way that you would do it. So if I were going to my right, it'd be ain't no grave can hold my body down. And if it would be mirrored, it'd be ain't no grave can hold my body down. And I just feel like it'd be easier than, but yeah. Now that I've done a little bit of a talking bit, let's get into line 1. A lot of you already know this because by this time I've introduced it and like reviewed it in rehearsals, but we'll just start again from the beginning. So ain't is the emphatic no, so cross your hands over your chest and then swing them down. Ain't. Emphatic no, this will never happen. The next sign is for grave, which is to your right. So this is to my right, and then I'll reverse it later. So kind of like make a motion of, I can move this out of the way because it's in the way. Motion of, there's like a mound of dirt here, and then you're pulling it towards you, or like closing the lid of a coffin. Both equally morbid, but you know what, that's fine. Grave. You're just pulling that towards you. So putting those two together, ain't no grave. Ain't no grave. The next is can hold. So hold like a can of soda in your hand. So can, hold, can, and then close into a fist and pull down. Can, hold. So for the guys, this would be ain't no grave can hold. And then for everyone else, ain't no grave can hold. It's going to be faster because you have that have can on the 8th note. Next is my, which is taking your right hand, putting that at the top of your chest, my. Gentlemen, you have me, which is just pointing to yourself. So my, me. Ain't no grave can hold my. Ain't no grave can hold me. And then down. Oh, sorry, body is first. So body is you start hands top of your torso and then down to your belly button. Body. Body. Ain't no grave can hold my body. And then gentlemen, you won't have that. So you'll just go straight from me to down, which is the next one. Put your dominant hand on top and around the same area that you had your hands for me, for body, and then push down. So you don't want your hands like this and then going down. You just want your hands flat and then push down. So gentlemen, yours will be, ain't no grave can hold me down. Everyone else, yours will be, ain't no grave can hold my body down. And that's line 1. Now on to line 2. It starts off the same way. They ain't no grave. So those two signs are exactly the same. Ain't no grave. Next is can keep. And for that, you're going to make your hands into the sign for K. So make a piece and stick your thumbs in between those two fingers, making the middle finger kind of closer to your other fingers. That's the K. You're gonna have that in both hands, and then you're gonna cross them. And then pull them towards yourself. So the K's crossed at the wrist, and then pull it towards yourself. So they ain't no grave can keep. They ain't no grave can keep. Next is sinner, which is how I wrote it over there. It's, sinner. This one is actually two signs put together. The sign for sin and the sign for person. For sin, you're going to kind of have your hands in a fist and then make your first finger a hook. Here's what that's going to look like. And there we go. And you're going to have those straight out in front of you. So kind of make the hook perpendicular to the ground. And then you're going to loop probably like 3 times and then like karate chop down. This is a sign for person. So sin with your finger hooks. Sin. So probably like on the third one, you're going to open up into those hands and chop down. This one's going to be really fast, so really practice this one. Because a lot of you, I think you just have 1/8 note for each syllable of that. So sinna, sinna. So they ain't no grave can keep a sinna. Ain't no grave can keep a sinna. And then gentlemen, you just have me again. So, or actually just the basis this time. Ain't no grave can keep me. Ain't no grave can keep me. So just point to yourself again for that sign. Next is underground, which is also 2 signs. Or maybe it's just 1 sign and but it's kind of like 2 different motions in any case. Take your dominant hand and make it a thumbs up. And take your non-dominant hand and you're just going to circle underneath for under. Under. Ground. Underground. So those hands are going to come together and then spread them apart to kind of make the surface of the ground. Underground. Underground. So they ain't no grave can keep a sinner underground. They ain't no grave can keep me underground for the bases in that section. That's it for line 2. The next is line 3, and each of the words on here, each of the words on here, are a different sign. The first one is I, so I, just point to yourself, just like the basses, the tenors have been doing for me. I and me are the same sign, so I. Next is will. So your hand, palm towards you, fingers all together, will. Starting like at your ear, and then forwards. Will. I will. Next is listen, and you're gonna want that low, like by your ear, like your fingers, your two fingers. So it's kind of like making a C with those two fingers, your thumb like kind of at your neck, and your pointer and your ring finger, not pointer and ring, pointer and middle finger are like at your ear, and they're like circling. Listen. And don't do it too high because that's devil, and you certainly don't want to put that in our song. Listen. I will listen. For the, we're not really going to do anything for that. And then trumpet. I know this isn't what a trumpet looks like, but this is what the sign we're going to be doing is. Trumpet. So put your hands in front of you and then wiggle your fingers. Trumpet. Next is the sign we're going to be doing for sound, which is actually the sign for music. So put your arm out. Not like really straight, but not like super angular either, just kind of like gently out there. And then wave this arm over it. And then we'll just do that for as much time as we have, which isn't very long. So trumpet, trumpet, sound. Put that together. I will listen for the trumpet sound. And we're going to be waving with our right hand and over our left hand. Sound. So let's put those three lines together really slowly. Ain't no grave. Oh, hold on a sec. Tenors. Before we do that, put all of that together. Tenors, you'll also be doing the same signs. I'll hear the trumpet sound. So you have I'll. We're just going to do it really quickly because your words are kind of smushed in there really close together. So I'll hear the trumpet sound. For I'll, you'll do both I and will. I will, I'll hear the trumpet sound. Now let's put everything together. Because the very last line is exactly the same. Ain't no grave can hold my body down. Or ain't no grave can hold me down. Or ain't no grave can hold me down. So all together, just slowly. Ain't no grave can hold my body down. They ain't no grave can keep a sinner underground. I will listen for the trumpet sound. Ain't no grave can hold my body down. So that would be exactly what the sopranos and altos are doing for this section. And then tenors, I'll do yours. Ain't no grave can hold me down. They ain't no grave can keep us in underground. I'll hear the trumpet sound. Ain't no grave can hold me down. Basses, ain't no grave can hold me down. Ain't no grave can keep, let me start that line again. Ain't no grave can keep me underground. And then, no, they ain't no grave hold me down. I'll do that last line again. No, they ain't no grave hold me down. And that's the first section. We will continue working on this in rehearsal, of course, but feel free to use these videos, or I'm hoping to make another video, to use this video as a help to you. Comment any questions you have, I guess, or ask me in person. And if we need to, I'll make another video clarifying different things or just doing it for everybody in rehearsal. Thanks for watching, you guys!